He was being processed to be booked into the jail. And during that time, Officer East was shot and killed.
New details are revealed after a Texas Tech campus officer is shot and killed in the line of duty. The latest on the investigation straight ahead. Plus, some people are calling for change with the ongoing controversy in Odessa City Council. We take a look at why the best place to start is at the polls. And a photo shoot on the train tracks turns deadly in Presidio, the life-changing moments next. This is CBS 7 News at 4:30.
Live from the most watched station in West Texas, you're watching CBS 7 News, the breaking news and weather authority. CBS 7 News at 4:30 starts now.
Good afternoon, I'm Alexa Denson. New details are continuing to emerge after a student shot and killed a Texas Tech police officer. In a press conference this morning, Lubbock police said they had a run-in with the gunman hours before the shooting. Officials say they got a call about a firearm that was stolen early Monday morning. That's when officers stopped a vehicle driven by 19-year-old Hollis Daniels. They say he denied having a firearm in his possession. Police searched Daniels, but he refused to let them search his vehicle.
Ultimately, it would have been unconstitutional for the officers to search the vehicle. There was no arrestable charge. There was nothing to hold the individual on at that time, so they released him.
Officer Floyd East Jr. was shot and killed while booking Daniels. He is charged with capital murder along with a federal charge of possession of a stolen firearm. We will continue to follow this ongoing investigation and bring you more details as they become available to us. All new at 4:30, tragedy on the tracks. One woman sacrificed her own life to save her cousin. Investigators say this all happened during what was a photo shoot along railroad tracks near Marfa, but it soon turned deadly. During the shoot, 25-year-old Lillian Garcia noticed a Union Pacific train was headed toward her cousin, who was on the tracks. Investigators say Garcia tried to save her, but was hit by the train and thrown about 100 feet. Her cousin, 28-year-old Yadira Garcia, who remained lying down face up between the rails, was not hurt as the train passed just inches above her. Investigators found a glass pipe, a metal lid with a white powdery substance, and a vial with a crystal-shaped substance at the scene. No charges have been filed, and the investigation is still ongoing. Odessa police are looking for a man that tried to rob a business through the drive-thru. Officials say it happened back on September 28th at Alfredo's on West University. According to police, the man tried to enter the business through the drive-thru. An alarm went off and then he took off. Now here's a look at the man. Police say the business has been robbed several times. Anyone with information is asked to contact Odessa Crime Stoppers at 333-TIPS. Well, today marks the one-year anniversary of Zuzu Verk's disappearance. You'll remember that Zuzu was a student at Sul Ross State University when she went missing in October of 2016. Her body was found this past February. Her ex-boyfriend Robert Fabian was indicted for her murder back in March. Now tomorrow, Fabian will appear for a pre-trial at the Brewster County Courthouse. His friend Chris Estrada is also scheduled for a pre-trial tomorrow. All this comes after a change of venue was granted during their previous appearance before a judge back in August, but no location has been selected as of yet. Fabian was indicted back in March for a charge of murder. His bond is set at $750,000 and he remains behind bars. Estrada is currently out on bond. Switching gears to weather, warmer temperatures have returned to West Texas. Here's a live look outside in Pecos. Sunny skies with just a few clouds. Well, it looks just clear out there today, but some big changes are on the way for the weekend. Let's send things over to Weather Authority Tom Tiefertiller for a check of the weather. Hey there, Tom.
This CBS 7 weather segment is brought to you by the CBS 7 Weather Authority.
Well, Alexa, we are looking at a warmer afternoon. Again, looking at Pecos right now. Friday night football looking great right now.
Thanks, Tom. Enrollment at UTPB has hit record highs. It's up 7.41% since last fall. The university has also seen nearly a 5% increase in student credit hours. Engineering and nursing programs, as well as dual credit enrollment, have seen the most significant increase in enrollment. College for All Texas reports that UTPB is the least expensive public four-year institution. Knowledge is Power Hispanic Heritage Month programs continue throughout the Permian Basin. A Mentors Lunch was held at Odessa College earlier this morning. A lunch, a skit competition, and a cultural reading to elementary school students was included. Students from Permian High School and New Tech High School attended as well. Some high school students we spoke to say they even learned something.
Understand that there's always more to someone than what you could see through the outside, and they understand that everybody is unique, but we are all the same.
The Hispanic Heritage of Odessa puts on this program every year. For the first time in more than 15 years, Odessa City Council had no choice but to cancel its meeting on Tuesday. That's because three council members, Barbara Graff, Filiberto Gonzalez, and Malcolm Hamilton, were absent. It was yet another council incident that left many sounding off on social media. CBS 7's Stephanie Bennett has some of your reactions and the Ector County Elections Office response.
And that way you have a voice to voice your opinion when something like this occurs.
Stephanie, thanks. In 2008, a presidential year, there were over 64,000 registered voters in Ector County, and just over 4,000 showed up to the polls. Turning to state news, a Texas woman is accused of stalking and harassing a priest for years. According to court documents, Rebecca Elizabeth Richard has been known to do this since 2011. Court documents mention at least 7 times when she just showed up to his home. The documents also say she has harassed him via email as well. Neighbors have also witnessed the harassment.
She just yells obscenities and she just rambles on incoherently as she yells at the house and trying to instigate him to come outside.
One Texas family thought they were being recognized for participating in a fundraiser, but they got the surprise of a lifetime. Take a look. Sergeant First Class Pablo Uresti, who has been serving our country in South Korea, got dressed up as a school mascot. He surprised his family on the football field last Friday night. You can see his family begins to cry. The father and husband has been away for a year.
I honestly thought that it was a dream, maybe, and that I just fell asleep, and it was just amazing. Like, literally, my world is completed now.
Sergeant Uresti has served in the U.S. Army for 20 years. He will now be stationed at Fort Hood. Obamacare is no more. President Trump has signed a new executive order. What this means for your health care coming up. And here's a look at today's oil report. You're watching CBS 7 News at 4:30. Welcome back. According to the American Cancer Society, 1 out of every 8 women will develop breast cancer in their lifetime. Joining us now is Chief Nursing Officer with ORMC, Levi Stone, here to talk to us about the importance of getting your mammogram. Levi, thanks for being here.
Oh, appreciate it.
Well, this is, October Breast Cancer Awareness Month, an important time to talk about this. We should be talking about it all year, though.
We should. October shouldn't just be the month for screenings for mammograms.
All right, thanks, Levi.
Thank you.
We're going to send things over to Tom now for a check of the weather.
Well, we are seeing a very warm afternoon. Temperatures actually above normal right now. We'll be right back right after this.
Here's a look at a few stories that have you talking on social media today. Nearly 24 wildfires are burning out of control across California. So far, the fires have destroyed 3,500 homes and businesses. Huge flames raced up and down hillsides in Northern California overnight, destroying everything in its way. Fire officials say 22 large fires are burning across the state, and they still don't have the upper hand. More than 20,000 people have been evacuated. A red flag warning is in effect until 5 p.m. President Trump has signed an executive order which he says will allow, quote, millions and millions of people to buy health insurance cheaply. He also says it will cost the government, quote, virtually nothing. The president made the announcement at the White House. The plan could allow employers to reach across state lines to find competitive coverage for employees. Some Democratic Attorney General says they plan to sue, claiming the president doesn't have the legal authority to do this. Equifax is hacked again. This comes a month after the company revealed a data breach that exposed Social Security numbers and birth dates of 145.5 million Americans. There was new legislation that was announced today that would crack down on credit reporting agencies. The goal is to get the companies to stop using Social Security numbers, and it will allow customers to freeze the credit to stop identity theft. Currently, the Equifax website is down. A final look at your forecast after this. Keep it here. Tom, warmer temperatures. Are we going to see a cool off anytime soon?
Yeah, some big changes on the way late in the weekend, but the weather roller coaster continues with a big warm up in our forecast next couple of days, and that cold front rolls in the next week, late Saturday into Sunday, with a few showers and thunderstorms and much cooler weather and breezy conditions on the way for your Sunday.
All right, thanks, Tom. CBS 7 News at 5 is up next, but first, here's Krista Escamilla with today's Mom's Everyday Minute.
Hello, I'm Krista Escamilla. Welcome to Mom's Everyday Minute.